Well, hello there everyone and welcome back to a new vlog. It's getting quite late on in the day today and I realise that all I've done is filmed a few sporadic clips and haven't spoken to you guys at all. So I figured I'd sit down and give you guys a little haul of what I've bought today. And if I just give you a little rundown of what's been going on, it's currently Wednesday the 22nd or the 24th of May I think. Can't believe it's the end of May, I'm sorry, what? And this morning we decided to get up and go to B&M because we wanted to buy some more storage. Myself and Charlie purchased a new wardrobe not too long ago and we needed storage for on top of one of them and storage for inside one of them. So we went out to get those in B&M, was very unsuccessful and only bought food, and then managed to get the rest from Asda. I also managed to return that horrible picnic blanket dress that I bought a while ago. If you've seen that, you will know how much I hated it. So that went back today, which I was really happy about because I got my money back. And then we just came home. No, we haven't. Then we went to the pub and oh my god, I have missed pub lunches so badly. I don't know about anywhere else, but around here none of the local pubs actually opened on not the 17th, but whatever date it was in April I think, when we could open for outside seating, and none of ours opened because there wasn't really capacity for it. But oh god, it was so nice today, so nice. You don't really need me to explain anymore, you've already seen the meal. It was just really nice to get back there and we were the only ones in there as well, which is really nice. Anyway, moving on to the haul. It's really not that exciting, so I am just going to quickly whiz through it. We have got Green Giant, absolutely love it. Orange dairy milk buttons, which chef's kiss. These are some of my favourites at the minute. I then picked up this little mini strawberry milk bar. We then also got some of this like crappy little milk because Charlie's going camping soon, and this is quite good because it doesn't need refrigerating, I don't think, so she'll take that with her camping to make a cup of tea in the morning. And then last but not least, we also picked up this monster packet of Jaffa cakes because I like taking these on shifts with me sometimes. Then moving on to Asda, as we took the dress back, we also picked up a few little bits and pieces because I wanted to get some fruit. So to start with, we've got some watermelon because I'm obsessed with this at the minute, and then got some raspberries because they were on rollback and I'm kind of sick of getting strawberries every week, and also some passion fruit, which I just love so much but never understand why it's wrapped in plastic. And I was thinking this in the shop, like nobody eats the passion fruit skin, so why don't they sell them separately? It's a little bit weird. But then we also picked up some of these Green Cuisine dippers. These are plant-based, they're bird's eye. They actually really need to get in the freezer, so I should have probably done that a long time ago, to be honest. And yeah, these are really nice if you're looking for an alternative, great with barbecue sauce. We then got 2 grey pillowcases, which don't really need any explanation at all. We got some lawn seed because we're trying to save our grass ready for summer. We picked up a beach towel and we only got one of these because they were quite expensive. It was £7 and we're off to Cornwall soon. I figured we could just share, which might be a little bit dirty, but it's not as if you get fully naked when you're on the beach using your towel. Like you just come out, pat yourself down and throw some like flowy clothes on over the top. So I figured we could just share this beach towel. I don't know if that's gross or not, but I didn't want to splash out because we're only going to use it once or twice this year. And then last but not least, we picked up this really cute little book. Every little page is a different peekaboo. Why can't I do it as a fully grown adult? Here we are, every little page like pops up, and we've picked that up for Charlie's nephew because it's his birthday soon and I can't wait to sit him on my lap and read that to him. It's going to be so cute. And that's the haul. As I said, it's very boring, lots of random stuff. We basically just needed storage and that's what we got. So a few little random bits also found their way into the basket as per usual. And I'm going to slightly bring this to a close because I do want to get this stuff in the fridge and the freezer, but we've been back for a little while. We've been playing Ludo, which again I'm obsessed with and still haven't stopped that obsession. I'm going to take this dressing gown off and get my coat on in a minute because Charlie's phone is charging, because yesterday she bought a drone and she went out and tested it on her own yesterday. Said it went really well, but wants me to come out and have a look at it again with her and maybe I can have a go. And so we're going to go to some fields that are quite empty and big because I think you need a big open space for it to like test it at the start anyway. And we're gonna go and fly her drone because what else is there to do on a gloomy Wednesday? Well, hello again everyone. I realised I didn't speak to you all last night. I completely forgot, to be honest. But after we went to the fields near our house, we decided to go on a bit of an impromptu adventure. So basically I have a shift on Saturday at the hospital where I work most frequently, and I have to go on the motorway to get there. And I think I mentioned yesterday that I've only driven on the motorway once and it went quite well, but I wanted to give it another little test run before I actually drive myself to work and back completely on my own, because obviously Charlie can't come with me and wait there for the whole shift. So we decided to do that. And then when we left the hospital, after getting there safe and sound, by the way, very impressed and very proud of myself. But when we left, I was like, we're not massively far away from my mum's new house. Maybe we should drive there and go and check it out, see what it's all like, because we haven't been able to go because my mum now lives in like an apartment block, I think you'd call it, or like mini flats when it's like three on top of each other, masonettes. I'm not sure, something like that anyway. So she doesn't have access to a garden, so when we could go out in people's gardens, I couldn't go and see my mum's new house. So we've been around there, had a little look, really nice. And then her and my sister Kira took us to the park nearby, and we flew the drone there, showed them what it was all about. Had quite a lot of fun playing around with it, to be honest. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. I was kind of like, oh, are you sure you want to spend that money on it, Charlie? Like, when are we going to use it? But it's so good. I'm actually so happy that she's bought one. I'm never ever going to use it or fly it, but it is pretty cool and pretty fun to use, to be honest. So yeah, we showed that to my mum and my sister, then went back to theirs for a little drink, and then by the time we were leaving it was 10 o'clock at night, which is so late. It was pitch black, only to realise that the motorway was then closed for whatever reason. So I had to drive around all these little country lanes trying to find somewhere else to rejoin the motorway, which was not fun, not ideal, but again, absolutely fine. So I'm amazed at my confidence driving. I actually feel like a driver now. Like, the out plates are gone, they're not thrown away, they're in the back of the car just in case. But I'm quite shocked at how quickly my confidence has improved. I thought I'd need a few refresher lessons, but I haven't. So that is really good. And other than that, there's nothing to really report on last night. It was just a very impromptu visit, and because of that we were out for quite a long time, to be honest. So it was really lovely, but just unexpected, so I didn't really catch up with you all then. And then this morning I've been up, I've had a nice shave in the shower, which is just lovely. There's nothing better than being freshly shaved, I don't think. I love the feeling of that. Been out on a 10-kilometre walk, which I'm really impressed with, because it's always good to get in the steps and also contribute towards my Land's End to John O'Groats challenge, which I haven't done an update for a while, but I am actually over the 300-mile mark now, which I am really happy about. I'm a little bit behind, not gonna lie. Life has been hectic, but I'm not that far behind that I'm concerned, so I'm really happy with that. And then I've come back, had a really small salad because it was 3 o'clock when I got back, kind of in between like lunch and dinner because I woke up late. So I had a small salad just to time me over until dinner time. It's now 5 o'clock. I've been chilling on the sofa, exhausted. I feel like any little activity recently is honestly taking it out with me. I feel very mentally and physically drained. But I've now come upstairs because whilst it's still quite light outside, because it's a beautiful day today, I want to film a little haul video, which is actually going to be a book haul, something a little bit different from my channel, but something I'm really excited about. And I just thought I'd tell you guys about the current book that I'm reading. I started this in London, and it's by Chanel Miller, and it's called Know My Name. She's a Stanford sexual assault survivor. I'm sure you probably heard it on the news when it came out. I don't really want to go into too much detail. You kind of get the gist, and you can read the blurb if you're interested. But in like the least harsh way, I'm really enjoying this book. I'm learning a lot about the system that I didn't really know in that much detail and things like that. So really interesting story and very empowering so far. I'm just about to start chapter 5 next time I pick it up, and my bookmark is like plaster in a packet. I'm sorry, how grim. I literally had nothing whilst we were in London, and that's the only thing I could find, so that needs to be swapped out. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you know that if this is your cup of tea book-wise, that I would very highly recommend this so far. As I said, I'm only on chapter 5, so I don't know how the rest of it is going to turn out, but yeah, really enjoying it in the least harsh way, as I said. So I'm now going to film that video, and then after that it's going to be dinner time and probably quite a slow evening, quite relaxed. I think we'll probably watch a little bit of telly, and then tomorrow we are actually off to Leicester. Gosh, I can't believe like all of this travelling is now a thing. Like, oh wow, it's so crazy that we can just go to Leicester, and we're allowed to do that now. But my brother is at uni in Leicester, and it was his birthday not so long ago, and I promised him that when we were back from London I'd take him out for a birthday meal. So that is what we're going to do tomorrow, and I'm really excited. My cousin might be joining us as well, which is really exciting because I haven't seen her for the longest time. And yeah, I think that's all of my updates really. Just thought I'd best check in because I didn't speak to you last night, haven't spoken to you today, and don't want the vlog just to be clips all around. So thought I'd update you on what we're doing, what's going on, and what's going on tomorrow, just in case I don't properly pick you back up again tonight. So I suppose let's just go and get this video filmed whilst it's still light, and I'll catch up with you all in a little bit. Good morning everyone, just thought I'd pop on really quickly before we head off to Leicester this morning. I think it's about 12 o'clock at the minute and we're going to head out now. I wanted to show you my outfit first quickly though. I've got on this little white skin tight top from Hollister because it's a little bit cloudy outside today, even though it says that it's quite warm. Then I've got this dress also from Hollister. I think it's really cute. And then this bag which I picked up from Boohoo, which is perfect for all the light summer dresses. And I'm just going to partner this with my white trainers. Really love the fit today, very excited to go. Camera battery's flashing and we need to leave, so I'll catch up with you all in a little bit.
5 minutes later.
Well, hello again guys. Did anyone expect the next clip to be this? Probably, because I've been really bad at filming recently. But yesterday I filmed my outfit, I think, before we left, and then I actually drove us to Leicester, which I'm so happy about because I've never been there before, and I got us there safe and sound and also got us back safe and sound. But whilst we were there I just completely forgot that I was meant to be vlogging, so you didn't see my food, which was obviously sesame chicken strips because we went to TGI's, but you didn't see anything, and really there wasn't that much going on. We went for a meal with my brother, and my cousin actually tagged along too, which was really nice. It was for his like belated birthday meal, and then we just went into JD because Charlie wanted to have a brief look. Couldn't find anything in there, so we drove home. But before going home we went to the train station in Coventry, the retail park there, I'm not sure what it's called, and we picked up some bits in Sports Direct instead because JD was a flop. I did pick up this running top whilst we were in Sports Direct. It's from Asics and I've never had anything from there before, but it was a really nice fit, just plain black because some of mine are getting a bit old and manky now, and they were 2 for £27, and Charlie bought one and I bought one, so we saved a little bit of money there, so I was happy with that. But other than that there really wasn't anything exciting going on, to be honest. I did get to see my brother's flat for the first time. He's been studying at uni since September and I think he moved in August, and this is the first time I've seen it, and he's going to be moving out soon, so I was really happy to see that in person. But yeah, that's about it really. As you can now see, I'm looking a slightly different, not as put together, and it's almost 3 o'clock I think. Yeah, almost 3 o'clock, and I actually have, wait, is it almost 3 o'clock? Yeah, it's almost 3 o'clock. I'm in a bit of a rush now. I'm going to speed this up. I have a shift at 4 o'clock until 11. I'm driving myself there tonight, so I did want to leave a little bit earlier. You can see my little uniform in the back, and I thought I'd just talk you through, I don't know really, just my shift. So as I'm getting ready for my shift, I'm going to do like a little HCA routine here, very brief and very like sped up. I'm sure I'll do this in more detail at some point. But I've had a shower, I've washed my hair, like to go there feeling nice and fresh, and I've tied it up because you have to have it tied up. And on this particular ward, plaits work quite well for me, I know that. And yeah, so I've put them in plaits because I like them to be out of my way. I've then got my uniform ready and the little bits that I keep with me in my pockets, which isn't many because I'm working on a forensic ward today and you're not really allowed to take that much there. So I have my little name badge, which, I'm sorry, look at my photo. I have that, and I have to hand that in when I get there so that I can keep hold of that. And then what I take onto the ward with me, I don't usually wear this if it's a new ward or if the patients don't react well to this, but I do hang a pocket watch from like that breast pocket. I don't know if you can see from here, but there's a little breast pocket on my uniform, and I hang that. If patients don't tend to react very well to this, then I'll put it in my pocket sometimes, but sometimes I just won't bring it on at all because on most wards that I work on there's not many clocks. Actually, I don't know if there's any ward that I work on where I've seen a clock. So I like to bring this with me because I'm not allowed to take my phone onto the ward as it's a forensic hospital, and this just allows me to see how quickly the time is passing and also when I need to switch my allocations, obviously. And then speaking about switching for allocations, so allocations are usually done on a 1 hourly or 2 hourly basis, and it's just what job you get given. So I might be on one-to-one with a patient, which is where it's me as a one and them as a one, and I just follow them around, do what they're doing. Or I might be on general observation, so I go around and mark where every patient is, what they're up to, things like that. Those are some examples, and they usually get allocated to me before I arrive, and I just write down. So I'm starting at 4, so I'll write down 4 till 6 p.m. I might be with, I don't know, a Jamie, and I'll write 4 till 6 p.m, one-to-one, Jamie, or I might not write Jamie, I might write just one-to-one, it just depends. I obviously get rid of all of these notes at the end of the day, and I just write down where I am, what I'm doing, things like that. So I take on a little notepad which is very wrinkled and a pen, and those are all my essentials, because as I said, you're not allowed to take too much onto the ward with you. Sometimes I will take my water bottle, which I have just filled up, but usually I do just leave this in the nurse's office or in the break room, and I either wait till my break or just nip out quickly and have a little guzzle. And I think that's all I actually take with me. Obviously, if I'm working a full day, which is a 12.5-hour shift, I will take a packed lunch, because I'm literally there for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Tonight I just tend to have, for these shifts that I do quite regularly, I really like these ones, I'm having a big lunch which Charlie's now preparing, and I'm going to scoff that down very, very quickly, because as I said, I am in a rush now. And I usually take just a packet of crisps, Satsuma, just something little just to have, because I only get a ½ hour break when I'm working this amount of hours, so I just take a little something to see me through. And yeah, that's all I really want to squeeze into this little time. I don't really know why I've decided to tell you all that. It's a little bit random, but it's also a part of my life that I don't really show that much of, I don't think, because for obvious reasons I can't. But yeah, Charlie's just called for dinner, so I'm gonna head off now. I might try and check in with you again before I start work. Yeah, I'm gonna go and eat dinner, I'm in a rush. Guys, I've done it. I've actually done it. I've drove myself all the way to work along not one but 2 motorways. I've parked right outside the ward. I thought I'd have to park like on the street somewhere and walk in, so I did leave a little earlier. And not only that, I've parked in between 2 cars, which is something I haven't done yet because I've been very reluctant. I get quite nervous. My spatial awareness, oh, I've just spat. My spatial awareness is not the best, but I am so proud of myself. Just got to do the journey home now, which is fine, because it will be dark, it will be quiet, it will be almost midnight. There shouldn't really be anybody on the road, so I'm so happy with myself. I can't believe I've just done that. I'm now just gonna whack on my tunic quickly, because I brought it with me, because if I was driving in that on a day like today, I think I would literally sweat to death. So I wear this underneath just because my tunic is sometimes a little bit see-through. And yeah, I'm gonna whack that on, have a little drink, and then head in about 5 minutes, ready to start my shift. And hopefully it all goes okay and it goes quickly is the main thing as well, because it is such a lovely day today. I really don't want to be in there, but you know, we've got to get it done, got to earn some money. And other than that, I actually think I'm going to end this video here, because tomorrow is Sunday and I should actually be having my COVID vaccine tomorrow, which I'm very nervous about, but I think keeping busy has been quite good for me and kind of a form of coping mechanism. If you don't know, I have a very big fear of needles. And yeah, I'm not going to talk any more about that because I don't really want to do too much thinking about it. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, comment and subscribe down below. I know it's been a bit jumpy and not the best, but I worked with what I had. And other than that, I look forward to seeing you very soon in the next video. Goodbye.